Hi, I'm Nadia. So welcome to my first YouTube video. So this video is going to be on October favourites. I can't believe it's November now. So just a little bit about me before I start. I've spent the last year living in London and I've been studying for my Sedesco diploma. So if you don't know what Sedesco is, it is an intense beauty and spa programme. So it lasted for a year. And I've finished all my exams this summer, and so I've now passed, they're all done, and now I am living back home for the time being. So I thought while I'm at home I would start a YouTube channel dedicated to all things beauty and skincare and makeup, and I thought it would be a good way to help with pursue my passion. So also to go with that, I do have a blog, so I will link it below. So if you want to see what I have been loving, then please keep watching. I am going to talk to you about skincare. I'm very into my skincare. My favourite things of all the things that I learned in beauty was facials. I'm a complete believer in how important it is to look after your skin. It definitely does show, whether it shows through your radiance, whether it shows through under your makeup. It's really important to look after your skin. So I'm going to start with skincare. I think I said that already. So I'm going to start up with the Charlotte Tilbury Charlotte Tilbury Multi Miracle Glow. So I love this cleanser. So it's a cleanser, but it also is a balm. So I'll show you, it's pink, which I love. It's pink. So I love this cleanser. First of all, it smells unreal, but I also love it because it acts as a balm. So you can apply it to dry areas such as knees and elbows to help with any dry patches. It also melts off my makeup effortlessly. And yeah, it's perfect touch to the end of the day to just calm you, like let you wind down after a busy day. And I also use it as a mask, a night mask, which you can also do. So you can use it as a cleanser and then wash it off and then apply some more, quite a thick layer to your skin, and sleep in it, and in the morning you will wake up with nice glowy skin. It is a bit tacky, it's not the most comfortablest to sleep in, but you've just got to do it sometimes and it will be worth it. So yeah, I love this one. It's a real winner for me. It makes my skin baby soft, smells gorgeous, and it really does help with that glow. Next product, skincare again, is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. So I love this one. It's just white, so you can see where you're applying it, but I really love it. I first bought it when I went to New York a few years ago, but I only got like a little sample, so I repurchased this because I missed applying it every night. I usually apply it after my Charlotte Tilbury cleanser. So yeah, I do apply this nightly. It's quite thick. I mean, I have combination skin. I have quite normal skin, but then my like around my nose area, my chin, and sometimes under, like around my cheeks, actually around my nose, can get quite oily. So I always watch out for that. But I love this one because it gives intense hydration, which my normal skin still needs, but it doesn't leave you too greasy, and it just makes your skin feel soft in the morning. And it's just a good one because it just, I don't know, it's just a good night moisturiser. And yeah, I like that one, so I've been loving that one this month. Next up is, which has been all over the internet for so long now, but the Mario Badescu what one's this, facial spray with aloe, herbs and rose water. So I absolutely love rose water. It is perfect for sensitive skin. Now I don't necessarily have sensitive skin, but it does go it's very touch sensitive. So when you say if I get a facial or a massage or anything like that, it does go quite red. and if I'm applying products, sometimes it goes red, and it can, if products are quite perfumed, it can sometimes just make it unhappy, and a bit, just not sensitive, but just a bit, yeah, just not great. So I love this one because it has rose water and it's so gentle and it smells amazing. And so I use this to tone my face. So morning and night I apply it on a cotton pad and tone my face before my moisturiser, after my cleanser. And I also use it as a setting spray because I think it just adds that glow, it adds that radiance, doesn't make your makeup look too cakey and ashy. And I also use it to in between. So like this morning I put my foundation on, put my powder on, and I don't know, my skin's not the best at the minute, and it just made my my foundation was really ashy. It just didn't look nice, it looked a bit grey. So I sprayed this on after, and it just refreshes it, like in between steps in makeup. Don't know, maybe people say you're not meant to do that, but it works for me. So yeah, I love this one. So, and I've nearly run out, so I need to get a new one. But I've also bought the green tea and cucumber one, I think it is. I think I'm maybe making that up. But I haven't used it yet, but I've heard that's really, really good as well. So yeah. And then lastly in skincare is the L'Oreal Hydrogenous Aloe Water. So this is a moisturiser. Now the other day I ran out of my whole bottle, so I went and bought another one. So I did get the, I think it's normal to combination skin, but now transitioning into winter, my skin's a bit more dull, a bit more dry, so I've actually now bought normal to dry skin because I just think it will help with that extra like dewy finish and extra moisture that the skin needs. Now with this one, when I was doing my beauty diploma, one of the things that really shocked me, which I did not know, was any products that have water as the first ingredient, so aqua, don't actually penetrate into the deep layers of your skin. They'll penetrate into the first layer pretty much, but the problem with that is the first layer of your skin is all dead skin cells. It's all dead. So if you apply moisturiser and you notice that after a few, maybe an hour or something like that, whether it's to your body, face, wherever, and it feels dry, feels exactly like it did before you put it on, then the reason for that is usually because moisturisers have the main ingredient as water, and like I said, that doesn't penetrate deeply into the skin. So this is aloe water, so yes, it's based on water, but I love this one because I do feel like it moisturises my skin. It might only be the first 1-2 layers, but I do feel like it moisturises my skin. But I just love it before. I don't use it in the night. In the night I use a more intense moisturiser, and I did say this one, which I do use, but I feel like this one is heavier. And also I tend to use, hang on, inside it I also put this in, which is the Kiehl's Midnight, see that? Midnight Recovery concentrate. So I put this on my hand and then drop this into it. So it also gives it an oil base, which oil can penetrate deeper into the skin. It penetrates through the hair follicles, so it goes into the deeper layers of your skin. So that's what I do in my night time, because I don't necessarily like moisturisers that have an oil base, because I do have slightly oily skin in areas, and I just feel like I don't like that under makeup. So with this one I just love it because it's light, but it does feel like my skin is hydrated, and it does make my skin look glowy. But again, if I want more intense hydration, I'll put, although it's for the night, I do sometimes put this in, which is another thing I love, because it gives it that oil base as well. But I just love this one. It's just easy, it's really nice, not too heavy. I just, as I say, I just love it under makeup. And I have gone to the normal one because the normal to dry skin, because it's going into winter. And also I'm a big fan of primers, so although this might not necessarily completely moisturise my skin, I do use a primer which gives that extra like moisture barrier, so moisture layer. So yeah, I just like that one. I really like it under makeup. So yeah, so that is all skincare. Now going on to the next thing, this is I suppose like a body slash face item. So this is the Bondi Sands Liquid Gold Tan. So I love this. So it's just a spray bottle, and the packaging is so gorgeous. But I am a sucker for packaging. But it's not just that. I recently went on holiday, well recently, it was in September now, end of September, to Cyprus. And amazing holiday, but the one thing I hate when coming back from holiday is I just hate my tan going, because honestly it's just so depressing when you look one day you're so tanned and then like a week later you're looking back at photos and you just don't look that colour anymore. So I understand that people don't want to look really like bronzed in winter because it can look a bit suspicious, but the thing I love about this one, it is honestly, I'd say for my body, and I do use it on my face, but the most natural tan I've ever tried. It matched my holiday tan perfectly, like to a T. So I've kind of tried to stop wearing it because I need to get used to being a bit paler for winter, but literally last week I was applying it and I just love it. It smells gorgeous. It doesn't have that horrible tan smell. It smells of coconuts, which is like my favourite scent in the world. And it also, yeah, as I said, it's a spray. So I spray it on and put it on with my tanning mix. And then on my face, I usually apply it with just like a buffing brush. Just apply it to the brush and just buff it in all around my neck so it goes in seamlessly. So I love it. It's also a dry oil, so you can literally put it on and it feels like your skin's nice and like moisturised. You can put it on in the morning once you come out the shower, because you don't have to wash it off, which is amazing. Just wash it off when you want to. It's not like 3 hours and it needs to come off. And also I think my favourite thing is it doesn't transfer. So it doesn't transfer onto clothes, doesn't transfer onto sheets, like bed sheets, nothing. So it's really good for that. And yeah, I just feel like it's such a natural tan. And yeah, it's definitely one of the best ones that I've used. So I will continue to use that. And yeah, I need to get used to being a bit paler now though, but yeah, just love it. Love that tan. So next, to kind of go with it but not, so I use this usually when I'm tan, although you can use it when you're not tan, but usually when I'm tan because I just think they go nicely together. So this is the Cocoa Brown Golden Goddess Shimmering Dry Body Oil. So again, it's dry oil, absolutely perfect because it doesn't transfer, isn't sticky, doesn't go onto clothes. I love it. So I am a massive fan of Marissa Carter, who is the founder of Cocoa Brown. She is just the most amazing businesswoman. She gives amazing tips to like people that are starting out as well, which I think is really important. So I apply this again, like I said, usually over tan because they look nice together. And I apply it again with like, I haven't got it here, but with like a buffing brush, just like that one. I usually apply it to the to my legs. I say to like the shin, but I pretty much apply it all over because I just think it makes your legs look so much nicer. And I also apply it to my balls of my shoulders and my collarbones, and sometimes if I just want to, all over my arms, to be honest, because it's really subtle. It's not really like thick shimmer, it's not like glitter. It's not glitter, no one wants that. It is like a subtle shimmer, and it just makes you glow, like makes your skin glow. And I think if you're going to have a highlighted face, why not, if you're going out or whatever, have a highlighted body to go with it. So I love this one. It's golden but not orange, it's golden. It's doesn't look shiny, it just looks glowy. And yeah, if with this, if you want to look like you've just come off holiday, or like bathed in a bath of tan, like natural tan and shimmer, these two are perfect, because they just make you look like you're fresh off the beach, fresh off holiday, and really healthy and glowy. So yeah, love these two. Next up, so now we're going on to makeup. So this is the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD foundation. So this foundation, it's definitely medium to full coverage, very full, but I want to say, oh no, I thought they said it's like a matte one, but yeah, I was going to say it's not. They say it's an illuminating foundation. Now I do have foundations that are more illuminating, but I would say this does give a dewy finish. I love this. It's actually very dark now, because I was using it when I came off holiday and when I used that Bondi Sands tan. So it's definitely too dark now. But I sometimes apply it, mix it in with a lighter foundation to make it lighter to match my skin tone now. It goes on so perfectly, blends gorgeously with especially I prefer it blended with a sponge. I always use a sponge for my foundations. Honestly lasts for hours, like lasts all day. It can sometimes, in my oily areas, it can, usually around here actually, it can sometimes look a bit shiny. So although with the powder that I'm going to show you, it doesn't, but with some powders it does. So I just, if I'm using a different powder, I'll just take it on the go and what am I trying to say, powder throughout the day. But yeah, I just love this one. It's so nice. I personally, although it's high coverage, if you blend it in well and you get the right shade for you, I think it looks very natural, because it does look very dewy. It does kind of make skin look like skin, you know, when you get full coverage foundations but they're just cakey. No, this one makes skin look like skin, and I love it. So yeah, love this one. Another one. So then going with that, the powder that I was talking about then is the, again, this has been talked about so much, but I actually only purchased it like a few weeks ago. So it's the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, loose setting powder. So I heard so much about this powder. Everyone raved about it, and I was just like, oh, because it's quite expensive for a powder. I can't remember exactly how much it is now. I want to say 30 something. But it's quite expensive for a powder, especially because with me, I'm not all about the powders. I love a radiant look. I love highlighters. I love a glowy finish. But for me, because I do have oily areas, and to be honest, even if I'm going through a dry stage, I always use powder, because it just sets your makeup, it makes it look seamless, and it makes it look so much better. So although they're not my favourite thing to apply, they're definitely like something that I need and I do use every day. But the thing I love about this one, I was like, oh, do you know what, I just need to buy it. The thing I love about this one, it's not like a typical powder. It is so light, and it matches your skin, and especially I love it for under the eyes, because it does brighten them, it doesn't make them look dull. And yeah, I just love it, because it doesn't take your radiance away, and it still makes your skin look like skin, doesn't go cakey. It's good to bake with. Yeah, and I just love it. I prefer applying it with a sponge than with a brush, because I just feel like it goes on nicer and looks more natural. I love this one, and with that foundation it's really nice. Like I said, it doesn't make that foundation go too shiny, whereas other powders do. And it's a massive pot, so although it's expensive, it's a massive pot, and you don't need a lot, so I think it would last for ages. But yeah, I love this one because it doesn't take my glow away when I want it to be there. So lastly for makeup is my favourite highlighter in the world. It's a liquid highlighter, and again, there's been so much going on with this highlighter. So many people have raved about it and talked about it, but I honestly use this every single day. On my cheekbones, sometimes I use it up here above my eyebrows, on my eyebrow, on the tip of my nose, sometimes on my collarbone depending on what top I'm wearing. Yeah, so this is the Iconic London Illuminator. So this is in the shade Original, so I love the original shade. The others, I wouldn't try the darker shade because it's too dark for me. The light shade is kind of like a pinky shade, so I might get that one. But I prefer, in case you haven't noticed, a golden finish and a golden highlight. I don't mind pink highlights. I love the MAC Soft and Gentle powder highlight, which is more of a pink finish. But this, I do prefer golden highlight. So this is just unreal. So whether I apply it all over my face as a primer, whether I put a few drops into my foundation, or like I do most day, like nearly every day, put it and then just dab on my cheekbones, one on my nose, and blend it in. Honestly, most gorgeous highlighter I've ever tried, and I will never stop using this. I absolutely love it. Again, I love this highlighter because the lady behind it that created this is called Jade Elliott, and I have been a fan of hers ever since she before she created this brand. So I used to love her. She used to do Amy Child's. I used to do her makeup. I messaged her and I asked her for advice. This was years ago. I asked her for advice on my prom makeup, how I should do it for prom, and she was really helpful. And when I saw her that she'd made a brand, I thought, oh, I need to try her products because I used to love the makeup look she did. So yeah, so I love this, and nearly everyone, I think every like beauty blogger, whoever, has this and uses it every day. And yeah, it's really gorgeous, and I will never ever stop using it. And it just makes your skin look so glowy and radiant. Yeah, I absolutely love that. And I've also got a few other of her products, but I am going to do a blog post on her soon and her products that I love, because honestly I am a big fan of products that have a good what's the word, like brand creator behind them. I think it makes the brand, I think it's very important. The eyebrow thing that came out, I think it was yesterday, looks unreal, so I'm going to be purchasing that one and trying it because there's no other thing like it. So yeah, so that's all my October favourites. I will be trying to upload regularly now, hopefully. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any comments below if you have any feedback or any questions, because also I have made this channel and my blog too, because obviously my Sedesco diploma, it was very in-depth. You do learn a lot of stuff, and it was honestly the best year of my life, and I'm so lucky that I was able to do that course and gain the knowledge that I've gained from it. So yeah, so if you have any beauty questions or any beauty therapy or just spa, any questions like that, just comment, or you can comment on my blog or wherever, and I'm going to be posting a lot more regular now on my blog and here. It's been a bit up and down the last few, well, for ages really, because my course was so intense and I had to like get used to being back home and doing my stuff at home and stuff. So yeah, so while I can for the moment, I'm going to be uploading regularly. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Bye.